because by birth, I think. She attended both O and A levels there, class of 1988. She has a wealth of financial management experience, both global and local, cutting across different platforms and sectors ranging from government, banking, pensions, transport, retail, and the service industry. She owns her own financial advisory consultancy called Regent Capital Limited and a petroleum and gas company called Regent Energy Limited. She's a former deputy managing director of the National Social Security Fund. She was there for 7 years in that position, acted as managing director of the fund for a year in 2014. She has held many other high-profile finance positions in the UK, heading the Corporate Services Unit at Her Majesty's Treasury, Ministry of Finance UK. So I guess, well, she'll be giving us a cup of tea and a bottle of water, just in it. In the Monopolies and Mergers Commission. She also was in Transport for London, to mention but a few. Our speaker is a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants. She's also a fellow of the Chartered Global Management Accountant. She holds a Master of Business Administration degree in Finance and Finance Professionals from the University of Manchester, at the Manchester Business School, with 19 years postmaster's work experience in internationally reputable financial organization. A proud alumnus of Mackay University, where she obtained a Bachelor's of Science degree in Maths. Now, let's breathe. No wonder she's seated next to Professor Mangen. About what have they been talking about? The calculus. Yeah, when I look at Barbara, the abacus and the board mass. She has that in economics and statistics. Also, she was the LC1 chairperson at CCE Hall. Come every day you are in CCE. Okay. Nice. She has other education certificates, like the Certificate of Strategic Leadership at the University of Harvard, leading organizational change at the University of Pennsylvania, Wharton School, Arresti School of Executive Education, World Bank Pensions at the World Bank, leading organizational change at the University of Pennsylvania, certified trustee of the Uganda Retirement Benefit Regulatory Authority, Uganda, and board and strategic leadership expert at the Institute of Directors in Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the newly appointed permanent secretary in the Ministry of Trade, Industry, and Cooperatives, and a director on the board of Housing Finance Bank for the last 7 years. But she's also on the board of Uganda Development Corporation, Uganda Revenue Authority, Ngeta Tropical Holdings, and she is our keynote speaker today. Allow me welcome Geraldine Salibusulwa to talk to us. We should be standing. We should be standing. Welcome. Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I'm so embarrassed when you keep reading and reading and you keep going. But good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy to be here because I didn't expect. Let me first take off my mask because then you'll probably recognize me when you meet me on the street. If I speak through my mask, you might never recognize me. Those are my names. What the speaker forgot to mention, my biggest achievement was the fact that I'm a mother of 3 little angels, and I don't take that for granted. But today is, they told me to come and talk about my story, but I don't really want to talk about me. There might be a better time to talk about me, but I think there's a duty more urgent than talking about me. So let me first observe the protocols online. I know that there is someone there called Mr. Japheth Kato, the father I never had. I'm sure he's online. I'm sure there's so many other people. The executive committee of Stanbic is there. The managing director of Stanbic. The chairman first, Mr. Mangeni. I confuse the holdings and the way it comes, so pardon me. Professor Mangeni, the MD, the executive, the teachers in the house, our esteemed judges, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. The fact that I was chosen to stand on the stage where the vice president stood means a lot to me. It is quite something, especially where I come from, my little humble beginnings. I come from Masaka. Masaka, Chirembwe, Katana. Yes, and I want to bring myself home because I want these young people. By the way, I think they chose me maybe because they think I was young. But I'm not young. But I want these young people to see themselves in people like us. There's a higher calling and a higher duty to mentor these young people. And if I could take back time, honestly, not that education is bad, but I don't know whether I would have had all those credentials. I think I would have stopped somewhere, had an education, but then done my own business right from the beginning. Do you know why? Because I have not seen an employee on the Forbes Rich list. I have not seen it. Yes. So the young people who have decided to start off with their own businesses, having failed to sort of get into employment, I think you're on the right track. And do not have any regrets, but just keep going. So, and then there is no duty as urgent as that of saying thank you. I would like to thank all those who openly stood with me at a time when it was not fashionable to do so, as well as those who openly congratulated me upon my appointment as the PS of Trade, and also reminded me how they have been praying for me in silence for all this time. Thank you so much. So, for all the participants today in the National Schools Championship, today you're all winners, but it is very important. I have not been hearing of this Schools Championship, but the agenda is correct and valid. And I'd really like to thank Stanbic for taking up this initiative, and I'll tell you why. In our alumni conversations, the presidents of all the alumni associations in Uganda, we are always talking about the education system and how it was designed by our colonial masters to brainwash us into economic dependencies. There is not so much room to actually breed business and breed entrepreneurs in that system. It instead leaves us economically incapacitated in perpetuity, if you know what I mean, because it breeds more of job seekers than job creators. And for me, that's a real issue. When I look back at geography and we did the prairies, honestly, I have not even been there, but even those guys in Canada don't know about Lake Victoria. So why did we learn the prairies? Okay, we did board mass, Mr. Mangeni. We did calculus 1 up to 13 at university, but I have never applied it. I've never applied dy dx, sine x, cos x. I have never applied these things in my real life. So I really wonder what that mental torture was about for the 3 years of my life at Makerere University. Okay, maybe it formed a mental foundation for me, But honestly speaking, I think we should branch out. And I'm so lucky to see Mr. Semakula here. But if it was for Kate, I would have been on her case to remind her that our education system needs an overhaul. You need to form a committee of people that are going to look at our syllabi and then branch out and talk about business, talk about, all the other skills, computer skills, innovation skills, everything that is going to help our young entrepreneurs become, big. In South Africa, they've actually started it. Because, South Africa, we share the same colonial leadership, but theirs was worse. But the quick recognition that this needed to happen was very important. So I think that is the way to go. Why? And the last thing I know is that the future is for the people who will be innovative and people who will dream. There's a stall, and before I forget, there's a stall out there of some young people who are doing soap. Soap, which is, it's a repellent, a mosquito repellent. I'm interested in that business, and I would like to invest in that business. And the reason that I would like to invest in that business is because those young people have actually demonstrated that they are creative, they are thinking every single day. They are transforming everything that we have here locally into money. That is the first idea. They have the right attitude. They have used the technology to get the product. They just need marketing like Mkozi markets, like Nshuti markets. They need access to small financing. And by the way, small SMEs contribute 75% of Uganda's GDP. Yes. I mean, you ask Emma, ask the bankers. They will tell you. It is the backbone of the country. They are all SMEs generating their little money, and they're actually making it work for us. So the other thing I wanted to do, because I'm from trade, I would like to help the certification of these young entrepreneurs through UNBS. Because UNBS is an institution under my ministry. By the way, when I went there, I found so many institutions not doing work, but they were doing work, but there is a lot out there to do. So I'm going to look for them, and those young people, we should just get in touch. Barbara or whoever is. Yes, thank you very much. So let's go to employment. Now, for me, I don't know, because I have now been certified in employment, but it is not where I would direct young people to go. If I could take back time, as I said, I would have started my own business. So for the people who have decided to go into the entrepreneurship, I have a thing or two, because I also started my own businesses, even alongside employment, like a small gig, a side hustle. Why? Because I always believed that employment is the biggest stealer of dreams and fortunes. So I thought I would go there, get my networks, get to know people, get to know how to run a business, get some startup capital, and run with it. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing about the United Kingdom where I went to school, but I'll talk about endurance and resilience. Why? Because anybody who is going to succeed, you must have that. Because you will fall, you will be rebuked, you will be disappointed, you will be discouraged all the way. Whether you're employed, whether you're in business, you will meet those things in life, and it's a must. It's a mathematical certainty. But what makes the difference is the people who rise from those ashes, from those disappointments, from those letdowns, and then keep going. When I went to the UK, my first job, my brother just showed me a road to some place and said, well, by the way, that's where we're going to be working. You're going to be working for a company called MPC Logistics, and you're going to be doing bookkeeping for them. And I was like, what is bookkeeping? Now, this is me who I've gone to study accounts. But now, when I look back, I'm like, okay, I went and studied accounts. I did the bookkeeping, but there were so many young people in that company who were swift and working faster than me and better than me. Yet I was older than them and more qualified than them. So you people, sometimes we get stunted in our universities, yet we can actually start doing other things while we are studying, even here at universities. This whole business of making people just study only. You know, when daddy and mommy have money, bank of mommy and daddy, so the only thing that we are doing for these people is let them just go and study and concentrate on their studies. We are actually killing our children. So the things that I want to talk about on that note is something I call the Penrose effect. Penrose effect, I don't know if anybody has heard about it in this room. It simply means that any organization or business is constrained by the limited capacities of existing management. Therefore, you sort of cannot outgrow the imagination, the leadership, the innovation of the person at the top. If the person's brain is stunted, the organization will be stunted. So the success of your businesses, people who are here, is going to be determined by the amount of growth you have in terms of innovation, management, reading, acquiring knowledge, sharing knowledge, building relationships, and all those things. And that's when the money will follow you. So to avoid the Penrose effect of your organization, and Kim, you are doing a good job, as well as Ronald and Chazi, because you're actually building these young people to grow out of their Penrose effect. And at my age, at their age, what I was doing, I wasn't doing anything. I used to go clubbing, I used to go dancing. I wasted my life in that way, because we were just growing and reading and studying and passing exams. And honestly, life could have been more productive. I could have been far than this. Anyway, you have a chance. The young people today, you have a chance. Do not ruin your chances. So the two things that I wanted to also talk about to avoid the Penrose effect, I've talked about our education system, which must be overhauled. I've also talked about the home systems. Home, people, don't spoil your children. Now, I like the fact that they are doing the small-scale rabbitries, chicken. I mean, you people, we can actually teach our children do these things at home and make money out of them. I have a rabbitry at my home. I have a small garden where I actually send my people to go and do some work, especially in this lockdown. They were idle, playing games. How can someone wake up in the morning and just do games? We are killing our children and their imagination. Do you remember the people who used to get straight A's at school? When I look at my straight A colleagues right now, education taught them that because they were the best in class, they would be top in life. That was very deceitful, and it was a hoax. We should actually change the conversation. That's why I like this event of Stanbic, because they are changing the conversation. This is the conversation we must be having as a country, and we are on the right track. And the education, and we are very good at having conferences, by the way. We are good at flying out for per diem. You go to South Africa, since I came to office, I've been invited for like 5 conferences, and I've had to avoid all of them because they're going to go there, waste my time, do conferences, and I even lose out on my family just because I'm doing conferences. But really, there is no real value add. But let us do something. Now, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I know many of you may have read that book, but read it again, by Robert Kiyosaki. I'm not going to make it very complicated for you to give you all sorts of chapters and references, but keep it simple. For your businesses, just read that book. You can read it twice. It's also an electronic version, and it is a very good start for young people like you. It's got very simple English. It's not complicated. Read it. Read it because it is going to give you the basics that Kim and Chaze are talking about. By the way, Swangs Avenue, how are you? Please send my greetings to Winnie Nwaj. I'm a fan. You're doing a good job, but we need to do more. So I was thinking that if these young people build their capacities in that sense, we can actually, the industrial parks that you're talking about, the ministry is going to be opening 22 industrial parks. I think you have been following. But some of them actually are inaccessible to these young people because they are not organized. They are not organized in a way that you can actually reach them. Now, for example, if I get the person doing honey, yesterday we had this person from Qatar, and they were interested in the honey in Uganda, and they do honey exhibitions every February. And the price of honey, I'm told, they are the very expensive one because they bring in a laboratory from Germany and checks the quality. If you say it's from a rainforest, they go and check it in the labs. So they ship in a laboratory from Germany, place it in Qatar, and then it starts checking the standards. So the most expensive honey is for about 120 dirhams a kilo. That means that our people are actually sitting on gold. But to organize the scale of demand, we do not have that scale locally. And I do not know why, whether it is the financing, which is the structures are not appropriate for people like the agro-industry, industrialization agenda. I think you people in the banks, you need to start thinking about these small people. Yes, it's very good that you've done the school national championships and everything, but if you really intend to have serious captains of industry in future, in the next 10 years, and if you plan for it, you start now. So you design specific products for them so that they can access financing. And I know that you're also doing the technology. And by the way, Stanbic, you are really outdoing yourselves on this because you've done the incubation, which is very good because that's where it all starts. So you've got it all under control. So now it's the product. You have to structure for them financial products that are going to work for them in a way that is administratively viable for them, especially when it's e-money. Even if I'm borrowing, it has to be e, even if I'm, yes. So, and the rates, the interest rates are so bad, there is no way they can viably finance agriculture at a rate of 20%. It's not viable. If you have the negotiation power to meet with the World Bank and we partner with government, we can actually put together, say, a bond for these small SMEs, which can actually work. And by the way, I also need support on building back the Cooperatives Bank. The Agriculture and Cooperatives Bank in Uganda. We need to put it back. So these young people will then have access to financing, which they can use for their businesses. Now, I'm a Catholic as well. There is a saying, one of my favorite sayings is called Odysseus Fortuna Juvat, which means fortune favors the bold. Why fortune favors the bold? As I said, you will be rebuked, you will be, everything is going to happen to you in life. But you have to be bold enough to face it. Now, doing business in Uganda is not easy. I also tried doing quite several businesses. When I came back from London, I had bought some land in Entebbe by the lakeside, and I wanted to open a restaurant because NSSF didn't come to me immediately. When I applied, nobody responded. But I was very determined to stay in Uganda. I left my things there packed in London. I said, let me go and try and open my small restaurant in Entebbe. And then I asked, but where do they buy supplies, like vegetables for the restaurant? And someone directed me to a Owino market. And then told me, by the way, if you're going to get a good price, you have to be there at 6 o'clock. So that time I told my fiancé, who is the husband now, I told him, you know what? We are going to borrow Daddy's Sahara, and then we are going to go to a Owino market. He asked me, where is Owino market? Because he was also coming from London. He's like, this one, she has no plan. I said, well, it's somewhere in town. And then someone directed us, and then I got my dad's Sahara pickup. We drove to a Owino market, and do you know what happened? It rained cats and dogs. The floods went and took half the pickup. We stood on top of the pickup. We were wet. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening? So, and in the end, the cabbage went. I was holding on to the cabbage. Everything that we had on the pickup just went. And I was like, but who directed us to Owino market? Anyway, so after the rain came down, somehow we managed to locate. We stayed there for about 2 hours waiting for the storm. I got my cabbage. I managed to pick it out. I went and I found the ladies who were selling tomatoes and everything. We went and we opened, and they launched there, the rain again when we were launching. But you know what? That little thing is still there up to now, because when I finally got the job at NSSF, I was driving again. You see, I used to borrow cars, so I was driving my mother's Ipsum to Entebbe with him on the side, and we're like, we must start. So they told me, oh, by the way, a phone call. It's like, you've got this job. I said, which job now? Because for me, I was very sure. At that time, I was told these are, political placements. Don't even waste your time. And by the way, I hadn't even turned up for the interview. But destiny is destiny. Somehow, they told me, you've got this job. So I had applied for 2 jobs, one at the Auditor General's office and one at NSSF. So I said, NSSF. He said, are you sure? Oh, my God, they are dead. And why I say that is because this is an institution I had read about, that they used to lose money. So I was really determined for them not to lose money. But I didn't understand the gravity of working at NSSF in Uganda. Because for me, I was just used to working. I'm just a worker. I just work. I'm a workaholic, and I'm always getting things moving. But why I'm actually sharing with you this story, young people, is just so you see that when they read a CV like that one, sometimes I can hardly recognize myself. I'm like, okay, if you get up for some fresh air, you realize that it's a great one. So I want these young people to understand that even the people you see here today went through hell and high water. You need to relate to people like me, so you can see me right now, but I have been places. I have been to a place where I wore one coat for 5 years, one woolen coat for 5 years, working zone 1, because it was very expensive. I could not balance it with paying my school fees. But somehow, why fortune favors the bold? When I carried on going, I met big organizations that finished paying my school fees. Fortune favors the bold. Luck found me. That luck could not have found me if I didn't keep going. Even people who are going to help you in your life are going to find you going. They're not going to find you sleeping. Kim is not going to give you her money when you're here and you have no clue. No, she's not going to do that. She will only pick interest in what you're doing because she believes that you have got you've got what it takes. You've got the attitude of what it takes. That said, the Penrose effect, I wanted to give an example of a young boy. There was a young boy at school. He used to just sit back and is like lazy. So the coach used to ask him, why are you just sitting around? One of those college schools in the United States of America. And the boy said, well, whenever I go to class, my teacher tells me I'm not good enough to get A grades or B. If I go to music class, they say my voice is so bad. It's not like Kasekende's voice. When I go to do football, everybody doesn't want me on their team. Nobody wants me on their team. They don't want to see me. And so that's why I just sit here and watch. And so this coach told the boy a story about the shark. A shark is a very huge fish. But it also is a very intelligent animal as well. And it attacks, it's vicious. So the coach took a shark and put it in a fish pond and said to him, watch that shark. I'm going to put some small fish in there and see what it does. And indeed, when he threw in some 3 small fish, in one split second, the shark had swallowed all the 3 fish indeed. And then, again, they put in another one. The shark again came viciously and attacked and got the fish. And quietly, after some time, the coach put a transparent glass in the fish pond and put 2-3 fish on the other side. The shark went in viciously, but this time was hit with a glass in between. And then it kept hitting and hitting to try and get the other fish, and it didn't get it. And then what they did was put in more fish, and the shark that had started 3-4 times now reduced to 1 and stopped attacking. And when they removed the fish, after some 2 days, they put back completely, but they had removed the glass. And in the shark's mind, it knew it cannot attack. Even when those fish swam for 3 days, that shark died of hunger. What am I saying? If you actually open your mind all the time, every day, and innovate every single day, you'll get to where you're going, your destiny of a successful business and being a successful entrepreneur. Never give up. I want to talk about 3 people who I feel are worthy of your audience, because I don't really think I have succeeded in mine yet again, the private ones, enough to be the real inspiration. But there are people I know who have also inspired me. Why? Because they will keep falling. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is a Hollywood star. You know, he has won very many nominations and global awards. He's when he was young, and he's the Ahmadiyya. People know Ahmadiyya. People know, you know, that guy who's really funny. This guy started off in a family of siblings where they had nothing. He was beaten up by his dad. He slept. You know, it's like he just had no life. His mother was always being beaten by that dad. Now, eventually one day, they were trying to run away from home with their mother and his siblings. When they stole the car from their father to run off to another state, he called the police on them and said the car was stolen. So they ransacked them by the police and then took them on handcuffs and took them right back where they were beaten for another 6 months. This guy finally managed to run away from his home and went to his mother's house, to his auntie's house, where he watched Oprah Winfrey, was inspired by Oprah Winfrey, some shows. And his first gig that he did, only 30 people turned up. It was a flop. And for the next 6 years in his life, he continued to flop every single day. But when he got a break, one small break, he partnered with someone. And this is now the value of networks. Partnerships, that you cannot do it alone. You're not an island. You cannot be a specialist in marketing, finances, you know, everything. You cannot be everything. So you need to actually partner. So what he did, he got a producer who was very good, who actually produced with him Diaries of a Mad Black Woman. I think many of you have watched that movie. And from that time, there was no turning back. This guy now owns his own studios. He used to go homeless. He used to sleep in his car for that 6 years. So he just kept going. You know, the whole essence of, you know, just keep going. And this guy now owns his own studios on 34 acres in Hollywood. Which black man owns anything on 34 acres? So this is the greatness of fortune favors the bold. He was bold enough to withstand the shocks. He made relationships. The relationships you're meeting on your way up are very important. Even on your way down, they are very important. I have a small list of people. I used to call them, when I came to Uganda, I used to call them the NSSF list. People who want to know me because I'm the DMD of NSSF. And then I had my private list, which I called the family list. And I used to separate the 2 phones. So it was very clear that when I left NSSF, my phone stopped ringing, the one of the NSSF friends. They were only there for a reason. They were not there for my interest as me. So even now, I still have those 2 phones. Because when I got back a job here, where people recognize that now you're somebody, the phone started ringing off the hook. And I was thinking, where do these people come from? All this time, where were they? So the first day I got 52 calls. I even thought they were telling me my grandmother is dead. And then the next morning I wake up, I found 2,900 WhatsApp messages, 198 missed calls, 52 text messages. I'm like, where have all these people been all this time? People associate with success, but they don't know the journeys, the pains, and everything that you've gone through to get there. So watch out for the silence of our friends when we are troubled. But may it happen so that it invites the true friends to you and the true business partners in your life. Because those are the ones that are going to stick with you and your business all the way. Have those two lists. I want to also talk about Robert and Margaret Sechidde of Seroma Uganda Limited. I'm sure you people know about Seroma. Seroma is a successful business, but they started off by renting. So you are very lucky you didn't get those big loans. They started off by renting a small corner shop in Market Street. Actually, it wasn't even the whole shop, a corner within a shop. And they were selling nails, padlocks, you name it, paint. They started off selling small things like how you see these people. But I am sure, meet me when I'm an old lady in a wheelchair, biting my teeth and my nails, and tap me on my shoulder and tell me, Madame Geraldine, on that day, on the Stanbic National Schools Champion, you spoke, and I am one of the people now running the steels industry in your 22 parks. Today, we are witnessing future captains of industry. Today, they are among us. But we do not recognize them today because we think they are small. Watch the people you meet on your way up. So this guy actually is running a whole chain of estates. That's why I'm telling you, when we are here doing our conferences, a whole rich world is down there with a lot of money. And then we are sort of having the microphones. But it's very important to recognize those things and those people. That guy even ran bankrupt at one time. He couldn't afford to pay loans. There is the last one. The last one is called Herbert Guma Magara of Bread House. People, have you seen Bread House? There is Bread House in every corner of Kampala. But that guy, I remember very well when I used to come and visit Uganda, he had a very small shop in Lueza. And he used to just put his bread on the side of the entrance of someone's shop. He asked for a small space on the doors in Lueza. But today, that man is running branches and agents of Bread House, and he is a multi-billionaire. Why I'm actually giving these examples is because if you speak to each and every single one of these people and their dreams, they will tell you things are never easy, but it's the resilience that really matters. Now, I was given 30 minutes to talk, but I'm going to wind up. Building your brand in terms of your own business and yourself. People must know you for something. People must know you for something. You can't be like wavering every single time with no clear identity, no clear personality, no clear character. It's very important. Let people know who you are and don't apologize for it. So me personally, I'm unapologetic. Oh, Jesus. So, Nsibambi, what do you know him for? Thank you. Now you clearly understand what I'm talking about. So they should say your name and they know exactly who they are talking about. By character, they know. And people will just know who you are. Now, you people, let me tell you something very interesting. Sometimes you just find your character because of the things and the values you believe in. When I had just had my challenges at NSSF, and as I was like, you know what, I know I'm right. I know who I am. I'm not going to wait for somebody to tell me who I am. And, with all my confidence, like the one shoot he had, I was like, I know. And then there were people who actually helped fight for me. You would see me as a small person, but the people who stood up for me overwhelmed me. There's a time I hid in my bed and slept because I was I was a young mother. I had a baby. As I told you, they asked me to go back to my leave, maternity leave, yet I had just had a baby. So I had a baby. And at that time when they told me, no, you go back, I was like, go back because what? And they said, well, there was no real reason. So it's like, this is a new board. I don't know you. You don't even know my name. So they said, no, we've been told that the president doesn't want you. He wants the MD, Richard Byarugaba. He doesn't want you. I was like, no, wait. No, this is my president. I campaigned for him. I gave him votes. There is no way you can tell me he doesn't want me. Yet he actually signed on me to actually come here. And I haven't done anything wrong. So I got in. And I waited. And then they told me, no, you don't come back to office. I said, okay, fine. So by the time I actually stood up and went, the courts were like, you have to sue. The judges were like, you have to sue. And they are like, this is our war now. So when you saw me, I think it is the brand of, she's a very honest person with integrity. That is what they saw in me. But those are things that I didn't realize were very important at that time. I was only fighting my little space. So after I go back to office, we had a retreat in Mwea. And I carried my suitcases. It was like a 3-day retreat to do strategy, really. And so I carried my suitcases. I reached a bit late because obviously I came in with my baby. And the guy told me, oh, madam, go to the front. I was like, no, because I found staff standing alongside the road, the path to the reception. So I tried to walk on the side just to let, any VIP pass because I imagine they're waiting for some very important person. And by the time I got to the middle of the dual line, the gentleman who was walking with me said, no, we were waiting for you. I said, what do you mean you are waiting for me? He said, Madame Geraldine, we are so proud of you. You have our support here in Mwea. We like you so much. The fact that you could stand up and then fight. And then I'm like, really? So you fought for all of us. And then I realized there were so many oppressed voices that have been quiet all this time. But it is the brand. Build your brand. So now these people were clapping and I ended up crying. I was a mess because I just never expected such treatment on my name. So my name went before me. I don't know how to continue living in that name because it grew bigger than me. Everywhere I go, the name goes ahead of me. But it became my brand. Be known for something, even in your business. Social capital is my last one. As you build your social capital, make sure you have friends who are going to increase you rather than those who are going to decrease you. If you feel that they are dead weight, drop it. Drop it, switch off your phone or block them. Block them. You don't need negative energy. What you really need is always constructive criticism. If you're going to criticize me, suggest something to me that I could do better. Suggest something to me that I could do otherwise. I mean, I like the approach of the judges very much because you did not kill those young people's spirit. The worst thing you could ever do is to shatter their dreams right in front there like Simon Cowell. But the best thing that you're actually doing for them is showing them the ropes because you have been in successful businesses yourselves. So this is the way to go. So when you're flying, everybody will be your friend, okay? You'll have many friends. Everybody will want to associate. Oh, Geraldine. People come and they're like giving me hugs. You guys, I get drained. Just stop. Let me be me. But I am so grateful for the support that I received. And I realized that indeed I was loved and supported. Up to now, I still get phone calls. I get people inviting me to celebrate with me. I still have 5 pending parties. Yes. People wanting to celebrate my success. But it's really the endurance. Fortune favors the bold. Thank you very much.
It would help our speaker to know that also my brand is hosting events. So those 5 parties, I will fall in. Bigger round of applause, bigger round of applause. So good. What do you want to be known for? How do you want to be remembered? It's good to see someone and you're like, you're the one, It's great. We are going to upload this speech on all our socials. Yeah? And where you get your podcast, you'll be able to get it. Madame Geraldine, I'd like to invite you to my show on 933 KFM. And we talk about things like this. I broadcast to 9 million people every morning. And I think they would love such a, yeah. I'll get to you, madam. Whew. Now, we've talked a lot about the support of the bank. For me as an individual, it's, many people also ridicule the potential of such things. Yeah? But I want to thank people from the bank who have been with us. Every time we call them, they come. They'll be on their laptops in meetings, but they'll be around. And one such person is the ED at Stanbic Bank, Emma Mugisha. Bigger hand clap, Emma, welcome.
I guess I'm far enough from this man not to get COVID. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today has been an amazing day. Earlier on, I had an iPad here on YouTube while watching you guys, while trying to make money on this side. But this is such an exciting day for us that it's hard to actually sit in crested towers and be still, because this has been our dream and it's really coming to pass. So my job today is a simple one, is to thank everybody. All the beautiful speeches have been given. And as usual, I forgot the protocol. But Geraldine here was in school with me, and I was older than her. So I will, I will jump the protocol, but really all protocol observed, especially those who are watching us online. National Schools has been a very big part of our organization. I'm sure Anne talked about it in the morning. And it's amazing to see the changes, the growth. Every year comes with a special something. Last year when COVID hit, we thought to innovate and go online and actually reach more people. And so it has grown from strength to strength. So I'd like to thank everybody that has been part of this, our judges, our investors, for partnering with us on this journey. All the people that have been here, all the participants, the 100 schools that participated in this, all the students that did. I was kind of a bit miffed in the morning when I was seeing Budonians and no Gayaza girls. But that is how it is. Last year they were here. So congratulations to all the students. Congratulations to all these things that you've learned. I keep saying that I grew up on Loom Street. My mom is a trader. She has been a trader for the longest. She used to be a teacher. So teachers, well done. My mom used to be a teacher. We actually grew up in, secondary school compounds for some time until she decided this teaching wasn't going to get us the life that we needed. So she became a trader. She still runs a shop on Loom Street. So I grew up on Loom Street. So P7 comes and vacation, you have to come and sell fabric. So she's always sold fabric, be it Chinyankole dress, Gomesi, those kind of things. And it's those selling skills that I learned in her shop that have made me the salesperson that I am today. I may not have been able to do business, I think that Kajin jumped me. It picked my sister instead. I think I'm a yours faithfully, as my mother used to call my dad. My dad worked for Shell for the longest time, so she used to call him a yours faithfully. So I think I'm one of those yours faithfully, like Geraldine said. But that selling skill, I learned from her shop. I remember one of the first interviews I did at Citibank. I was asked a question. If price was not one of the levers you had, what else would you be able to use as a lever to make a sale? And because we'd been doing this thing before, so my mom would pay us a commission on what you've sold. So you had to sell as high as possible. So price was not usually a lever. So you would put on the material, show off the colors, tell the person how the colors match their skin. We really learned how to sell. So that skill that you're learning today is the skill that is going to take you places. And just like Geraldine said, there are no Forbes employed people on Forbes. So you are potential for being on the Forbes list. Your potential for being the next investors sitting here and supporting some young people 5, 10 years from now. So grab that potential, run with it, and you will go far. So we'd like to thank our partners who stuck with us during these times. We'd like to thank the Ministry of Education, who have been partners through this. We'd like to thank Next Media, NBS. Thank you very much. We'd like to thank Airtel. We have some lovely Airtel presents today, and we are on free Wi-Fi today. We'd like to thank Price Waterhouse. We'd like to thank Roofings. We did a whole trees thing with roofings in the different schools. We'd like to thank the International University of East Africa, Uganda Christian University, the Investors Club. Thank you very much for being our implementing partner. And on that note, I'd like to thank Barbara, even if she is an employee of Stanbic. There's getting a job, but there's finding purpose in your job. Barbara found her purpose in this job, yeah? And that energy, sometimes she comes to the boardroom and the volume is up and you're like, kakana, tuliwan. Yeah? So, Barbara, well done. We're proud of you. We're really proud of you. I mean, you make this thing work. Barbara will tell you, Kat, we have to go to Fort Portal. And you're like, Barbara, I can't go to Fort Portal. But she's like, we have to go to Fort Portal. And she will drag you out of that bed at 5 a.m. and you will go to Fort Portal by force. So thank you very much. Thank you all of you that have really made this happen. Brian, whoever they knew. As for some people, they've grown up on these national schools. The first time we saw you, you were a shy little girl. Look at you now. I mean, well done. And that's, Shooty. I remember you last year. Yeah? I need a laptop, so let's have a chat. Kozi, I have an issue. This car of mine, I never know who to give it to, whom I can trust that it will be washed properly. So you have a job every week on my car. Yeah? So you need to convince me that the person you're going to give me won't bash it, will take it to a good washing, whatever. My key won't be duplicated, and I will get my car back sparkling clean. But if you do that, every week you have a job. Wow. The teacher from Buikwe, I had said one family, but then I thought of something else. What is that ingredient of that house of the pigs that is not found locally? Because like you said, the families need to do their own thing to feel part of it. But there might be that one ingredient that you don't find locally, which if provided, we can be able to support the families to do the Biyumba in a shorter time than 1 year. Let's have a chat about that. That's where I'd like to support. But everybody is a winner, and thank you very much. Now, at Stanbic, we really want to be relevant to the communities we're in. And this is how we are being relevant to the youth and to the young people. And we're encouraging that entrepreneurial spirit. But But in other ways, we are also trying to be relevant to Madame Geraldine's cooperatives. Whereas as you're starting your cooperative agriculture bank, we've actually started one in Stanbic. Yes, we have. We have a product we call, just build it in Stanbic, it's okay. We started with partners, a number of partners, the UN, IFAD, ABI Trust, and we put together a SACCO fund, which we're calling the Economic Enterprise Fund. And we've been traversing the country, just giving these SACCOs money. We've been working actually with your cooperative desk to register the SACCOs, to make sure that they are, trained. We're working with UCA to, get the training. So we're already doing something at the SACCO level. What we want then to do is also at the macro level to say, as we build production at the bottom, can we also make sure that the marketing outside, abroad also happens? So we're going to need you from a policy perspective. We're going to need you to work together with us. So yes, we are falling in line. Sorry. Oh, we are lending to SACCOs, agriculture SACCOs at 10%, other SACCOs at 12.5%. All right, tandikire somewhere now. We'll come back to you on policy on how you can get it to single digit. Yeah, because I think we have some ideas. And I think the PSST was here in the morning. We have been having a conversation with him on that. So, on that note, without making this very long, I really want to thank each and every one of you that has made today beautiful. Thank you for the participants. All of us are winners. All of you are winners. Of course, there'll be more winners than others, so we'll go with the loot. But thank you very much for being here, and congratulations. Thank you.
Bigger round of applause to Emma Mugisha, the Executive Director at Stanbic Bank, Uganda. Oh, this is it, guys.
Yeah.
This is it. Look at your neighbor. They're still alive. They're still alive. This is it. But before we get into the results, I can see conversations are already happening.
Yeah.
Deals, eh? Yeah. I love that. Would like to appreciate you, Geraldine. We have a small token. And let me welcome the CE to hand over this small token. That's from the bank to you. Where is Barbara? I think, Barbara, you should be in that picture.
Yes. Really?
Expand, build your brand. Nice. Kwatako. Yes. You're getting used. Thank you so much. Big round of applause to Geraldine. Thank you. And the offer that you've given, we shall definitely follow up to make sure that these businesses start the process. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The time that we've all been waiting for is fast approaching. PwC is ready, and in just a few minutes, we'll get to announce who is the winner of the National Schools Championship this year. But before we get to that, our head analyst, Ruben, has been on his end and has taken very key points that we will share with all the teams at the end of this. So please, teams, you want to get that feedback for you to be able to grow. Remember, the businesses that we've started this year are not to die. So Brian, on to the prize list. What is it again that we have for the winners? And remember, everyone in the championship is a winner.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we announce the final results, this wouldn't be possible without our judges. Please come. Let me ask Emma to come and also hand over this token, small token. Judge William, hey, please come. Let's clap for them. Fenon, be in class. Give me
Judge William, Judge Viola, and Judge Nicholas.
Please come. Hello. These guys have traveled the entire 50 plus schools.
Yeah.
They've given advice. That is from us to you. Of course, you know, we would have loved to give you even stuff bigger than this.
Yeah.
Ladies first. Okay, Judge William. Judge William, thank you.
Thank you, Judge Viola. And thank you, Judge Nicholas.
Yeah. Emma, I'm going to keep you still. This wouldn't be possible, and I'm looking forward to the opportunities that will be created. Our investors, Julius, Kim, and Ronald, please, we also have something little too. Yes, come on now.
For sparing your precious time to listen to all our presentations today. It means a lot to the team at National Schools Championship, and for that, we would like to show our appreciation with of gratitude.
Thank you, guys. Yes, Judge Jill. Investor Kim. Yeah. Investor Julius. Hey.
And our guy.
Investor Ronald.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to see the businesses. Thank you, Emma.
Remember, our sponsors and partners in the National Schools Championship, Airtel, have been so kind that every participant will walk away with an Airtel 4G MiFi with data, of course. And thank you very much, Airtel. This is exactly what we mean by everyone should go smart, because this is the time that we actually really need it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll welcome alum growth category, but these results have been certified and confirmed by our partners, PwC.
Yeah.
Let's welcome PwC to hand over the results. Hey. Even me, nze nankankana.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Baron Patience from PwC, from the Risk Assurance line of service. We are very honored to be part of this initiative once again. And our role as PwC was simply to tally the results that were shared by the judges and to rank the different schools in their different categories accordingly. So I do verify that These results have been systematically tallied by PwC, and they are an accurate representation of the judges' scores. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And they are not open, so
Oh yeah,
everything is sealed.
they're sealed.
Aha.
Yeah.
Very good. Big round of applause to PwC.
Thank you, Barbara.
We'll start with the Alum Grow category.
Are we ready? Alumni, are you hiding or you're somewhere there?
Let's have the Alum Grow participants please come quickly to the stage. Let's keep this going. Please come to the stage.
Shruti from iTech Africa, Douglas Henry and Josephat of a gig consultancy firm, Samuel and his team from M-Cozy, Natalie of Natalie's Applique. Yeah. Your results are here, and they are sealed. Don't know what is in here, but I will request a production team to give us the right beat for this moment, because standing right here can be trembling. The lights are fully on the stage. This is a moment to find out. 10 months of intensive work, mentorship, growth, and we now have to find out, at the end of the day, who will win the biggest seed capital for their business, and this is the moment. PwC, what padlocks did you use? Solex? You prayed before you got here. If you didn't, it's never too late to say a prayer. With 66% in the fourth position of the Alum Grow category, National Schools Championship 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for M-Cozy. Woo! M-Cozy, well done, well done, well done. You don't leave the way you came. The bank has a lot to say thank you for, and we are together on this journey. I will request
We'll have representatives from Airtel to come
Yes.
and hand over. The third runner-up gets startup capital of 500,000 shillings. Congratulations.
congratulations, M-Cozy. We hope to see you again in the championship, bigger and better. Well done, well done. Thank you very much. with 68%. Second runners up of the Alum Girl category in the National Schools Championship 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for a gig consultancy firm. Woo! Well done, a gig consultancy firm. You put up a very good fight and it has paid off. Congratulations. They walk away with 800,000 shillings and Airtel 4G MiFis with data, of course. Well done, a gig consultancy firm.
Yeah, at least you have 800K or 56 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
yes,
good job,
definitely.
good job.
And we are down to the last and final but greatest two. iTech Africa and Natalie's Uplift. How do you guys feel? Yeah, you can't put words to it. Oh well, the both of you did so well and your presentations were seamless and we loved to see it. The investments and mentorship opportunities that you are all looking forward to, we applaud you on that. But now we need to find out who of the two will walk away champion of this particular category of the National Schools Championship 2021. The competition was tight. The difference is very, very, very narrow. But at the end of the day, we need to have a winner. With 74% out of a total score of 100%, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to know who our winner in the Alum Girl category really is? Do we? With 74%, ladies and gentlemen, the overall winner of the Alum Girl category, National Schools Championship 2021. Oh, Shooty. Your chest. I can see your tag. Oh my God. Shooty, you walk away with 1 million Ugandan shillings. You put up a good fight. And congratulations, you have been with us on this journey. And we have seen you grow and are so proud of you as a team. Yeah. Brian, that is what success looks like.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
I think, all right. Thank you. And Shooty, those tears are worth an iPad. iPad.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Shooty.
Thank you very much, Shooty. We hope to see you again in bigger and better places. Well done, well done. And obviously, by the way, it was just a difference of 2%. Natalie had 72%, and she is our first runner-up in this category. Congratulations and well done. Well done, Natalie.
Congratulations to you. Let's now have the participants in the Teach Grow Challenge. Please come to the stage. Simon, Susan, please come. And as they come to the stage, we have 50 fruit trees from Roofings Uganda. So when you're going out, take a tree, okay? Take a tree, pick a tree when you're leaving. All right. Please put this. Thank you, thank you. Simon, gentlemen, please step to the front there. Except Mr. Semakula. You want to compete? Okay. Both of you did amazingly well. The judges thought you were passionate about your businesses, but one of you will be the winner with a cumulative score of 77%, and the winner of the Teach Grow Challenge 2021. Penny Drug Center. Congratulations to you. Penny Drug Center, congratulations. Let me also welcome Ms. Julie Namudu, the Director of Education at the KCCA, to hand over this check to Simon from Buyikwe. Simon from Buyikwe didn't come for money, but he has left with money. Avayai. Please come to the center here. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations, Simon. Congratulations.
Well done, Teach Grow category. And now on to the Beats Grow category. I will request the participants to come on stage. The participants in the Beats Grow category, please make it fast. This is the time. Otinoa, Chenjojo SS, Mbale SS, and Muyenga High School. The winner of this particular category will walk away with a growth capital of 1.5 million. An overall winner's trophy, a laptop for each student, and an Airtel 4G MiFi. The first runner-up will win growth capital of 1 million. The next, 800,000 shillings, and our third runner-up will go with 500,000 shillings. Now is the moment. But before then, I will request Geraldine to come over hand over the prizes to the winners in this category. With 62% in the fourth position as the third runner-up in this particular category. Well done, guys. Well done. Well done. Okay. As second runners-up in the Biz Girl category with a cumulative percentage of 70, we have Chenjojo Senior Secondary School.
Congratulations,
Congratulations, Chenjojo SS. You put up a good fight, and we are so proud of you.
All right. All right.
And now,
Congratulations, guys.
congratulations, Chenjojo SS. You've been with us for the last 3 years, and the growth is immense. The winner of the Biz Girl category, the National Schools Championship 2021, scored 79%. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Otinowa Hane. Congratulations. This is a golden moment for you. The last 4 years have not been in vain. And today you walk away winners of the Biz Girl category. Well done, team. Well done. Well done. They walk away with 1.5 million shillings today and lots of other goodies. We love to see it. Congratulations. And we are so proud of you.
All right.
Muyenga High School that came next had 73%, and they so definitely deserve another round of applause. Well done, Muyenga High School. You did so well.
Yes, each of you takes home a MiFi courtesy of our friends at Airtel. All right. Thank you. Congratulations, Muyenga High School with Urban Farm. Thank you. Thank you so much, Geraldine. Thank you. Let's now welcome the schools in the Startup Challenge. Make your way to the stage. This is the time we've been waiting for. All right. Yes. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, in my hands, the winner of the Stanbic National Schools Championship 2021. Chevambe, Vusoga, King's College, Budo Chigumba. You all did well. What a journey. With a cumulative score of 71% in the 4th position. Chigumba Intensive Secondary School. Congratulations. Let me welcome Anne to come and hand over. Chigumba. and they also got the contract with the vice president. So really they've won. If you're the highest office in the land, then surely you're a winner. Congratulations, Chigumba. Good job. In 3rd position in the Startup Challenge with a cumulative score of 73%. Chigumba is still taking more stuff. Okay. Great. With a cumulative score of 73%. King's College Budo. Yes. And King's College Budo also got, Investor Julius is very interested in their business. So from that too, congratulations, guys. Yeah. Congratulations. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we've been waiting for. Teams, please come closer. Step up to the front. With a total cumulative score of 81%. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Startup Challenge in the Stanbic National Schools Championship 2021 is Should we sing the national anthem? I think so that after we just go. Isn't that a good suggestion? Yeah, so, all right. Soga High School, Kamuli, you did well. Chevambe Girls School, did well. Ladies and gentlemen, the Stanbic National Schools Champion 2021 is Chevambe Girls Secondary School! Yes! Congratulations! Yes! Chevambe! Congratulations! You did well. Yes! A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Chevambe. Yes! Congratulations. Oh. Oh, beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, Obukalo for Chevambe. Hey. And they take home 1.5 million shillings. Laptops, Airtel, MiFi's. Oh, good job. Yes. Pictures, pictures, pictures. Congratulations. Busoga. Tough luck. But you did well. In second position, Busoga was able to score 76%. Hey. Congratulations to Busoga High School, Kamuli. Congratulations. Let's take some pictures. Aha. Plus their check. They don't just win that. Busoga will also win a solar system worth 10 million shillings from the bank. Yes. So you've not just won it for yourselves, you've won it for the school. Congratulations. Congratulations. Chebambe also gets a solar system worth 15 million shillings. Some pictures, pictures. Chebambe, congratulations. I'm sure the school will be proud of you. Obugalo, ladies and gentlemen, to all the winners, to all the participants. Thank you.